Hello, hello. Happy Friday, everybody. So in celebration of Independence Day today, I wanted to celebrate my independence as the yoga teacher and the business owner that I am. And I figured since I plan to do an Ashtanga class, and I don't know if anybody's really in the mood to do Ashtanga, I'm gonna leave it up to you. So if you want to do Ashtanga today, put a comment in the box and just say that you want Ashtanga. If you don't want Ashtanga and you just wanna like chill and do some flow or vinyasa, we can switch it up and we can do some vinyasa too. Also, I wanted to say we spent the day traveling today and we've got some visitors. They're hanging and doing yoga with us, but it's going to be a fun class. All right, so I'll give you guys just a couple moments to get settled, get on your mat, and then put a comment in the side here so that I know what you guys want to do today. What do you guys want? All right. So giving you guys just a couple more minutes if you need to get water or anything like that, and then we'll go ahead and begin. All right, so nobody said anything, so my vote wins. We're gonna do flow. Go ahead and lay on your back. Take up as much space as you'd like. Allow your hands and feet to soften. And go ahead and close your eyes. Rich said flow. Okay, cool. So it's anonymous. Everyone wants flow. So go ahead and lay on your back. Allow your eyes to close. And I want you to start bringing some extra special awareness to your breath. Maybe taking the biggest breath that you've taken all day. In through the nose and out through the nose. And with each exhale, allow your body to soften. Letting go of everything that's no longer serving you in this moment. Full deep inhales. And slow exhales. Any thoughts that are coming into your mind, just allow them to gently move out. You don't have to focus on being still or being quiet. Just allow yourself to be. I'm just taking a couple more moments here to center the breath and the energy in the body. And then go ahead and bend the knees. We're going to take the soles of the feet together, knees out wide. It's called Supta Baddha Konasana. You can bend at the elbows and put your arms up beside you like goalposts or cactus arms. Or you can take the hands and place them on the body, left hand on the heart and right hand on the abdomen. Wherever you are, I want you to think about your heart. Think about all the love. And imagine yourself opening your heart and spreading that love everywhere you go. Still breathing in through the nose. And out through the nose. And while you're in this pose now, if you want to set your intention for your practice today, you may do that. When you set your intention, you're basically attaching a thought or an idea for a period of time. Maybe it's to focus on your breath for the whole class, or to be strong, or to feel grounded. And then whenever you find yourself having difficulty breathing, just circle back to that intention. Now, whenever you're ready, you can go ahead and release the feet and take the feet on the mat, knees up to the sky. And they can be about hip distance apart here now. We're just going to gently rock the knees side to side. Gentle opening in the hips, just bringing some movement to the lowest part of the body, the pelvis, and the base of the spine. And if you're moving your knees kind of fast, try to think about your breath and allow your breath to move you. So try to make them really slow, really juicy movements. Know that this is your practice today. So whatever feels good for you and your body is the right shape. I'm just here to guide. And taking just a couple more breaths like this, breathing in and out through the nose. And then after a couple moments, whenever you're ready, just go ahead and take both of your knees up to the sky now and just let them be still. Go ahead and take your arms out wide, kind of like a T. And then we're going to cross the arms. So take the left arm underneath the right, so your elbows are crossed over one another, and hug your shoulders. Give yourself a big bear hug. You can feel your fingers in the back of the shoulders squeezing really nice and tight. And if you activate those shoulders, you'll feel a different stretch than if you're just relaxed. And wherever you are, I want you to take those elbows and try to bring them in line with the face a little bit. So you're bringing them up to be in line with your chin. And then on the next breath, you can stay here, or you can take the full eagle or Garudasana wrap of the hands. So you can go ahead and take the back of the hands together, or you can place the palms together so they're fully twisted up now. And then try to pull those elbows in line with the face more. Take your palms about an inch or two away from the ground. Yeah, so you'll feel this in the back of your shoulders a lot. Breathing here, drawing your navel to the spine, your core is engaged. And then since the left arm is under, we're going to send the left leg over. You might have to take your right foot a couple inches in towards the center of your mat, and then cross your left leg as high as you can on top of the right. And you can stay just like this, or you can take the full wrap where the toes come on the other side of the leg. Stay here, and you might want to extend your feet out a little longer so you feel expansion from your fingertips to your toes. Find a nice deep inhale. Now on the exhale, go ahead and draw your elbows and knees together. Crunch at the center. Staying here for 3, 2, 1. Come back out, eagle. And then exhale, we're going to do it again. Draw your elbows and knees together. Try to be really, really intentional here with your movements. Really nice and slow. And then coming back out. Next inhale. We're just going to do one more. So imagine that this is the last one of the day. It's going to be the last one on this side of the day, that is. And give it all of your energy. And then on the next breath in, go ahead and release. Take the soles of the feet together. Again, Supta Baddha Konasana. You can take your arms out wide like a goalpost. And begin taking some cleansing breaths in this pose. So when we do core, it starts waking up the energy in the body, activating that internal fire, that Agni. And then on the next breath in, take both knees up to the sky again. Yeah, go ahead and take your arms out like a T. We've got one more side to do. This time we're gonna cross the right elbow underneath the left, hug opposite shoulders, give yourself a nice big squeeze. Maybe tell your body, I love you. How often do we get to say I love you to ourselves, right? Go ahead and engage those shoulders, draw those elbows up to the chin. And then on the next breath, you can take the full eagle wrap or whichever variation you took on the other side. Wherever you are, try to get those elbows in line with the chin and try to keep those hands a little further up off the ground. Nice. The next breath, we're going to cross the right leg as high as we can over on top of the left, and you can take the full wrap on the bottom. I'm going to take those feet out a little bit more, trying to find length from fingertips to toes. Deep breath in here. And then on the exhale, nice and slow, draw the elbows and knees together, hug the navel to the spine, crunch. Then inhaling, coming back out, finding length here, still keeping those hands off the ground. And then exhale, crunch. Moving really, really intentionally with our breath. Inhaling, last one, find length. And exhale, crunch, bring everything together. Yeah. Then on the next breath, go ahead and release. Taking Supta Baddha Konasana one more time, soles of the feet together, knees out wide, arms out wide like a goal pose. You can stay like this, or you can take your knees up and gently rock them side to side again. That generally feels really good on the core after you do some core work. Taking whatever variation you want here now, a couple moments to circle back to your breath. And then on the next inhale, go ahead and take both feet up to the sky. When you get your feet there, go ahead and activate them, either pointing through the toe or flexing. And we're going to take the right leg and go ahead and just gently tap that heel on the ground. And then inhale, bring that right leg up. We're going to do the left now. Left heel down. And up, moving with your breath. So you can do one foot at a time, or you can switch in the middle if you want to be cool. Like this. Remembering to move with your breath. And if you don't have that much flexibility in your hamstrings, you can bend the knees. That's okay. You'll just have to probably tap with like your toe on the ground. And if you want more, you can lift up your head, neck, and shoulders and try to touch your feet. You got this, guys. Almost there. Stay here for 3, 2, just kidding. 1. Go ahead and release. Hug your knees into the chest. And gently rock side to side, left to right. And then we're going to gently rock and roll front to back, forward to backward, and come up to a comfortable seat. When you get there, take a deep breath in, draw the shoulders up to the ears. And exhale, draw them down the back. And we'll do that again, taking a deep breath in. But on the exhale, this time, open the mouth, just sigh it all out. All right, that was nice. Let's do one more. Inhale, shoulders up. And exhale through the mouth. Roll the shoulders back and down. Awesome. So let's take both of our arms out and up. You can let them touch at the top. And you can take the right hand, just grab onto the left wrist. Take a nice strong inhale, find length. And then on the exhale, just go ahead and take a side stretch. Feel grounded in that left hip so you can expand the left side body. Next breath in, come up. Switch the grip, grabbing onto the right wrist now. Deep breath in. Lengthen the spine, and then exhale. Stretching over to the left. Grounding in that right hip, expanding through the right side body. And the next breath in, just come all the way up. You can release the hands. We're going to move into downward facing dog. So just take both of your hands in front of you and come up, send those hips up to the sky. you want to adjust your dog, make some movements, you can pedal the feet, you can rock your hips side to side. You can bend the knees if your knees need to be bent. If you don't have that much flexibility in the hamstrings yet, that's okay. Just make sure that your tailbone is pointing up. So it's better to have your knees bent with the tailbone up than to not have your, than to be tucking your tailbone under kind of more in like a plank or something like that. Taking one more deep breath in here, lift up high on the toes, inhale. And then exhale, just draw those heels down. All right, we're going to do that again. Inhale, lifting up high on the toes. And exhaling, heels down to the ground. So you can take the left foot and the right foot together at the back of the mat. And then on the next inhale, send that right leg up to the sky. Go ahead and bend the knee, open in the hip, and begin making some hip circles. If you're going one way, just switch directions now. And then hug that knee into the chest as tight as you can and shift your weight all the way forward for plank. And then just plant that right foot between the hands. If you can't get your foot there, just pick it up, put it in space. It's fine. We're going to go ahead and let that right knee come down to the mat now. We're going to lift both arms up for Anjaneyasana. Hi, friend.
Hello.
Take a deep breath in here. And then go ahead and take the right fingers and grab onto the left wrist. You don't have to take this option if it's not comfortable for you, but you might want to try it. Take a deep inhale. And on the exhale, we're just going to lean our body over to the right just a little bit. You'll feel this side stretch from like the knee that's on the ground all the way up to the hand. And on the next breath in, come up, release the hands, take cactus arms, just draw those elbows back. So then go ahead and let your hands plant on the ground. Next breath in, tuck the toes of the back foot and lift up that knee. We're going to send the right hand up to the sky for a twist. One breath. And then on the next breath, we're going to send both hands up. Try to use your core, come up into crescent. So you've got a really nice bend in the front knee here. Go ahead and take your shoulders, like scrunch them up to your ears and then relax them down. So you know we're like not too tense in the shoulders. Yeah. Taking one more breath. And then go ahead and let the back left heel come down. We're going to move into warrior two. Take your arms out, front and back. Taking one strong inhale. And then on the exhale, flip the front palm. We're going to send it up to the sky, peaceful warrior. On the next breath, cartwheel the hands down onto the ground. And then we're going to send the right foot to the back of the mat. Downward facing dog. You can go ahead and bend your knees here. Bring them down onto the ground. And we're going to take a couple rounds of cat and cow. So inhaling, take your gaze up to the sky. And exhale, hug that chin to the chest, tuck the tailbone under. We're going to do a couple rounds of cat and cow. Just imagine yourself breathing in and out and drawing that energy up and down the spine and allowing it to move your body. And if you want more and you're like, I'm not having fun in cat and cow and you've done a couple already, you can come into a downward facing dog. And you can come back and do a couple like this. Still pushing the ground away through your shoulders and keeping the core drawn in nice and tight. Yeah. All right, we've got one more side to do. Go ahead and tuck the toes, lift the hips up high, meeting a downward facing dog. You can walk your dog here, maybe bending one knee or the other knee, taking any variations you need before we move on to the other side. And whenever you're ready, just go ahead and place both feet together at the back of the mat. We're sending the left foot up and back now. Bend the knee, open in the hip. When you're opening in the hip here, try to ground both of your shoulders so you're not splaying out one way or the other. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. And maybe at this point, you're asking yourself, what was my intention that I set earlier? Go ahead and switch directions in the hip circle. Still focusing on our breath. Awesome. Hug that left knee in. We're moving through a core plank. And then plant that left foot between the hands. Yeah. All right. We can go ahead and bring that right knee down onto the ground now. We're going to take both arms up to the sky, Anjaneyasana. Try to keep your navel hugged in here too, because that'll protect your low back. If you're too bendy, it's not going to be safe. The next breath in. Go ahead and take the left fingers onto the right wrist. Find length on the inhale. And then exhale, you can stretch the right side. Next breath in, come up. Release the hands and go ahead and take a cactus arms. Drawing the elbows back. Then we can plant the hands. We're going to lift up that back knee. Keep that right hand grounded and then send the left arm up to the sky. Twist. The next breath in, coming up to crescent pose. If you want to try to use your core and lift everything up. Really nice bend in the front knee still, and the back leg is really, really active. You want to go ahead and take an inhale, draw the shoulders up to the ears, and then exhale, relax them down. Because we've got like active arms, but they're not stressed. Yeah. And then go ahead and open up into warrior two. Sending that left knee out to the left. Strong core, strong arms. So here for 3, 2, 1. Flip the front palm. And send it up. Peaceful warrior. Legs are still the same, so they're still nice and active. Core engaged. And then we're going to cartwheel the hands down to the mat. You're going to step that left foot to the back of the mat, meet in a downward facing dog. If you need to take a child's pose here, you can go ahead and just bring your knees down to the mat. If you need to take some water break, go for it. If you're having fun, you can relax in a downward facing dog. Just taking one more deep breath here. And go ahead and look between the hands. We're going to walk our feet up to the front of the mat. Meeting in a forward fold. You can bend your knees here if that's more comfortable for you. But like we talked about earlier, we really want to be hinging at our hips as opposed to rounding in the back. So imagine you're doing cow pose, poking that tailbone out. You can bend your knees a lot if you want to take a ragdoll. You can grab opposite elbows and gently rock front and back. Remember, this is your practice today. Whatever feels good for your body is what you should take. And if you've got your knees really, really nice and bent, you might be able to feel your abdomen resting on the thighs. In that case, you'll feel the rise and the fall of the body with each breath. Pay some attention to that. How's my breathing? You can go ahead and bend the knees a lot if they're not already bent. We're going to slowly roll all the way up to standing, vertebra by vertebra, slow like zombie. When you get there, draw the shoulders up to the ears and exhale. Draw them down the back. We're going to do that one more time. Inhale, shoulders up. And exhaling. And down. If your feet aren't together, go ahead and take them together now. You can close your eyes here. I want you to imagine yourself standing up really nice and tall. Really proud mountain pose. And you can keep your hands down by your side or you can keep them at heart center. We're going to take 2 breaths on your own to just really focus in on your body. Doing a little check-in, maybe thinking, how am I doing now? On the next breath in, go ahead and open the eyes, reach the arms out and up. On the exhale, forward fold, hinge at the hips. Inhale, lift up halfway, broadening through the collarbones. And then exhale, fold. The next breath in, reach the arms out and up. Exhale, bring the hands in. We're going to take the right foot to the back of the mat now, so just send it back. And go ahead and take both of your feet parallel with one another. So yeah, you guys are going to be facing that way. I don't know which way you guys are going to be facing. It's all going to be good. Oh, hi, Mom. Okay, so wherever you are, we're going to take Prasarita Padottanasana now, which is a wide-legged forward fold. So you can take your hands on your hips to start. I like to start with a little back bend and like look up to the sky. Feel really open in my heart. Kind of talking about that love we were talking about earlier. Then exhale, fold, hinging at the hips. You can just stay like this, keeping your hands on your back, or you can place your hands on the ground. If you can't reach the ground, you can hold onto a chair or a wall, whatever feels good for you. What's really important in this pose is our toes are facing the same direction or slightly inward, but if they're facing out, it's not safe for the knees. Okay? We're just going to stay here for a couple moments. Wherever you are, allow your head and neck to relax. So maybe you nod your head yes and no. And kind of rock your weight a little forward and backward. This pose is really good if you have any low back pain. If you have pain in your low back, it just means you need to stretch your hamstrings and your hips more. So this is a really great hip opener, hamstring stretch. While you're in this pose, circle back to your breathing one more time. And I like to imagine that the breath is moving the energy in my body. If you want a deeper stretch, you can take your peace fingers on the big toes and you can pull the elbows out so you can feel that traction in the back of the hamstrings. If you're like, nah, this is good, I just want to hang out, you can grab opposite elbows and just hang here. If you want more of a shoulder stretch, you can interlace your fingers behind your back and then allow them to fold open over you like this. Yogi's choice. And stay here for 3 more breaths. After the 3rd breath, go ahead and release the hands wherever you are. Bend that right knee. We're going to come into Skandasana or ninja pose. So you're kind of just going to bend in one knee. You can keep your hands on the ground, but we're going to get kind of juicy in the hip here. And we're just going to go back and forth between one knee and the other. So the extended leg, I like to keep this foot flexed and toes pointing up to the sky. And like this. And this is like variation 1, hands on the ground. Variation 2, you can keep your hands at heart center or put them up because that's a little harder. And then variation 3, this is apparently the hardest, is if you sit all the way down, come up, and then sit all the way down, and then come up. So yeah, you have options. Play around with it. If you're like, nah, I don't like this at all, you can take whatever you want. If you want to take goddess pose, maybe you just sit in this high lunge, arms up. If you want to stay in wide-legged forward fold, you can stay there. If you want to take Malasana, yogi squat, you can stay here. If you're in Malasana, sit tall in the spine. Tall in the spine. Try to keep your heels down on the ground. So if your heels aren't on the ground and you're over here, you might have to adjust so that you have more room and you might have to sit up higher. So that's going to be more work in the quads, but it's going to be better for your alignment. So taking whatever variation you want and play around with it. You're allowed to have fun in yoga. Are you guys having fun?
Mm-hmm.
They're having fun. It's good. It's kind of hot out here, though, but the view is really nice. Okay, just take a couple more breaths. And whenever you're ready, just go ahead and Come up to standing. Yeah. Then we're going to take both of our feet to the front of the mat. Feet together. Maybe you want to stand here and center your breathing or your energy again. Maybe you want to take a shoulder roll. Or maybe you want to take your feet hip distance apart and you want to do some hip circles. I call this bringing it around town. If you're doing the hip circles, just go ahead and switch directions and then we'll keep it moving. Feet together. Nice. And the next breath in, reach the arms out and up. Exhale, fold, hinging at the hips. Inhale halfway, lift up. And exhale, fold, plant the hands, walk back to a downward facing dog. This down dog, we're going to raise that right leg up to the sky. Bend the knee, hug to the chest, and then kind of shift your weight like you were going to go into a core plank, and then just place that right knee down on the ground. And place it under the hip, so it's like 1, 2, 3 points of contact, yeah. And then we're going to lift this left leg up. And take your gaze forward. If there's like pillows out here, I know the ground is really hard. That'd be more comfortable for you if it's uncomfortable.
You can grab a pillow off that.
You can use that, yeah, that works. So we're going to lift that left leg up to the sky. Take a deep breath in, and on the exhale, draw those elbows back towards you and bend bend your elbows, look down. So we're moving into like a drinking bird. So this right foot's kind of hugging into your butt. And it's really pretty and it's really fun. So on the next breath in, come up. On the next breath out, go down. Keep that left leg nice and engaged. Inhale one more time, coming up. And exhaling. Send the elbows back, kind of like a chaturanga. And then coming up. Awesome. Go ahead and flex those left toes and push them onto the mat and then gently shift your weight to the back. You can feel that stretch in the back of the left calf. Yeah. Staying here for 3, 2, 1. I'm going to turn around so I'm facing you guys. On the next breath, we're going to take the right foot over to the right and let the left foot come in line with the body. The right hand is still on the ground. We're going to send the left arm up to the sky. Gate pose. Now you can stay in this gate pose, or if you want more work, you can lift that left leg up. If you want some like hard opener, you can grab onto that foot if you bend it. Open here. If you pull more with the foot, you'll feel a stretch in the shoulder. If you feel more with the shoulder, then you'll feel that stretch in your quad. If you want to take this as kind of like a modified fallen triangle, you can send your hips forward and open in the heart. This always feels really good for me. Wherever your hand is, maybe you can make some circles in the wrist. Or if your leg is up, maybe you make circles in the ankle. Do whatever feels good for you. We'll stay here for one more breath. And go ahead and take the right foot. We're going to hug it in a little bit to the body, and then we're going to sit down. Yeah. Outside of that right foot. So when you get there, go ahead and take a deep inhale and then shift your body to look towards that left leg. Let's keep this left leg nice and strong, nice and active. So flex those toes back to your face. Inhale, find length in the spine, and then on the exhale, we're going to fold. So nobody gets a cookie for touching their head to their knee. Just fold as much as you need to. And I like to gently walk my hands slowly down, because if I just aim for my foot, I tend to round in the back. And it's more important that we're poking the tailbone out and just gently folding, because that'll really stretch our hamstring here. Breathing here for 3, 2. Go ahead and come up. I'm going to take my hands and I'm going to grab underneath my left knee here. I'm going to place this left foot on the outside of the right knee. So now we're sitting with our legs kind of crossed, and I want you to sit up nice and tall here. And then take your hands out in front of you like you're holding a giant beach ball. Find length on the inhale. And then on the exhale, I want you to turn to the left. So use your core to try to turn as much as you can. And then another deep breath in, length. And then exhale, twist maybe a little more. You can place your hands down now, left hand behind you, and right hand either hugging onto that right knee Or you're taking that right elbow outside of the knee. I've got the left sole of my foot on the ground. That makes it a little easier. Breathing in through the nose. Inhales, find length, and then exhales, you can deepen the twist. One more breath. And twisting is like wringing out your body of toxins. So this is like a really good detoxing pose. And whenever you're ready, just go ahead and release the hands. You can uncross the feet. And we're just gonna roll over into all fours. When you get in this all fours position, you can gently rock your hips side to side. Make sure that your knees are stacked under the hips, wrists stacked under the shoulders. And here I'm going to invite you to make whatever movements feel good for you. So maybe you thoracic part of your body and you make some like rolls, kind of like cat and cow, but also going side to side. Or maybe you want some more love in your wrists. So maybe you shift your weight forward and make some circles around the wrists. If you're doing these wrist circles, maybe these feel good for you. Or maybe you turn your hands, the fingers out side to side. Or maybe even facing backward and you just gently pull. If your wrists aren't this flexible, you can bring them in a lot more and that'll feel a lot more comfortable. If you need more, just pull them out a little farther, but don't hurt yourself. You can do that. You can take some hip circles, bringing your hips all the way over to the left or right, all the way back to your heels, and then the other direction forward and up. Wherever you are, the non-negotiable is your breath. Yes. Follow that breath. And if you're going one direction, I'll tell you when to switch sides. So just allow yourself to really feel your body now. And give your body what it wants today. And go ahead and switch sides now. So if you're going one way, just go the other. Breathe in through the nose. Out through the nose. Slow and steady. Inhales leading to the exhales, and the exhales leading to the inhales. If you've been doing one thing for a long time, maybe you switch it up and do one of the other variations. If you want to take cat and cow, or you want to take child's pose. If you're in child's pose, and roll a little bit of shoulder love. You can take the hands in front of you like a prayer and put the back of the elbows down on the mat and then place your thumbs on the back of your neck. That feels really nice. Doing whatever feels good for you. Maybe you're just making random movements, and that's okay. Staying here for 2 more breaths, wherever you are. And after those 2 breaths, go ahead and come up to an all fours position, or we're just going to go ahead and tuck the toes, meet in the downward facing dog. So get to that down dog. Take a really, really nice big inhale. Lift up high on the toes. And then exhale, open the mouth. Bring your heels back down onto the mat. We're going to do that one more time. Deep breath in, lift high on the toes. And then exhale, bring the heels back down onto the mat. Good. You're going to take that left foot up to the sky now. Nice strong inhale. And on the exhale, bend that knee. Hug it into the chest like we were going into a core plank, but instead just place it down on the mat about halfway. So we're going to move into the drinking bird pose again. I don't know what the real name of the asana is, but I think it's really fun. So we're going to take that right foot, lift it up. You're going to be using your glute a lot to lift this foot up. And you can point to the toe because that's pretty. Bend that right knee, the left knee a little more. So you've got this like little bird action going on. Yeah, send the elbows back and then dip down. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, dip down. Inhale, come all the way up. Last one. And then inhaling back up. You can go ahead and keep that left knee back to neutral and then flex those right toes and press your weight back so you can feel that stretch in the back of the right calf. Breathing here for just a couple moments. And it's really nice to give our right ankle a little extra love, especially if this is like you're driving. Well, I think everyone drives with the right foot, whether you're right-handed or left-handed, right? Yeah, okay. So this is the ankle that's always crunchy for no reason. All right. Whenever you're ready, we're going to take that left foot out to the left. You can bring the right foot in line if the body's in the right arm up to the sky, gate pose. So whatever variation you took on the other side, you can take on this side. Whether it was just here, just like this, or if you wanted to lift up that leg, like a modified plank. If you want to grab onto the foot, pull with the foot, or pull with the hand, or send your hips forward like a modified fallen triangle. Last time we did some circles in the wrist or the shoulder. You can take those. If you've got this foot up, maybe you want some more circles in the ankle. Whatever feels good for you. We'll stay here for 2 more breaths. After that second breath, go ahead and take that left foot in a little bit. We're going to sit down outside of the left foot. You're probably not on your yoga mat anymore. That's okay. Just come back on here. And you can allow this left sole of your foot to be attached to your right leg. And then just gently turn your body towards the right leg. And then squeeze that thigh, squeeze that calf, flex these toes towards the face so that the folding leg is nice and strong. Take a deep breath in, find length in the spine. And then exhale, fold, hinging at the hips. So you might have to just walk your hands slowly down. If you have a strap or a yoga block or not a yoga block, a yoga strap, a t-shirt, or a towel or anything, you can wrap it around your foot and gently pull. And that'll feel really good too if you can't reach your foot. You don't want to just be kind of floating here. But you can also hold onto your leg. You can go ahead and send your drishti or your gazing point to your big toe. Maybe asking yourself, where is my mind in the stillness? Am I still focusing on my breath? And on the next breath in, we'll go ahead and release. Come all the way up. We're going to take our hands, grab underneath the right knee. We're just going to place that right foot outside of the left. So the sole of the foot's on the ground of the right foot and the knees facing up to the sky. Sit up nice and tall here. Find length in the spine like someone was pulling a string on the top of your head. Then take both of your hands out in front of you like you're holding a giant beach ball. The next inhale, find length, nice and tall. And then exhale, we're going to twist over to the right. You're gonna do that again. Inhale, find length. And then exhale, twist over to the right. You can place your right hand down behind you now, and you can take the left hand and hug that right knee into the body. Or you can place that elbow outside the knee and just push gently. You can feel that traction beginning to make you twist a little more. Still lengthening on the inhales and deepening your twist on the exhales. Full variation, I think, so you take this hand in this little hole, and then you grab it behind. But then you still have to think about sitting up tall and pulling that right shoulder back. Bringing out the body of toxins and negative energy. Maybe you imagine anything that's no longer serving you, literally just melting off the body. Just let it all go. The next breath in, let's go ahead and release. Coming back to center, we're just gonna uncross the legs and meet in an all fours position. You take around a cat and cow here. And then just go ahead and tuck the toes. We're meeting in a downward facing dog. Just for a moment though, because we're gonna walk our hands back to our feet. You can take your feet about hip distance apart this time instead of close together. Bend the knees a lot. Allow your head and neck to relax. Go ahead and nod your head yes and no so you know it's relaxed. And maybe you rock a little bit your weight forward and backward. And then go ahead and slowly roll all the way to standing. Vertebra by vertebra. When you get there, inhale, draw the shoulders up to the ears. And exhale, relax them back. Okay, so we're going to take our feet together now. I'm going to face you guys so you can see what we're doing. Take our feet together now, and you can close your eyes. I want you to stand up nice and tall. Imagine yourself drawing energy from the center of the earth all the way up to the crown of your head. You can keep your hands at heart center. You can keep them down by your side. I really want you to imagine your whole body is active. Not like stressed active, but really engaged. Now go ahead and shift your weight left and right between one foot and the other. And I want you to feel yourself balancing on one foot while the other one's still on the ground. We're going to move into a balancing pose next. So I really just like to take a moment to find your center of gravity and just shift it left and right. Whenever you're ready, you can go ahead and release. I want you to open your toes nice and wide, like they're little hands grabbing on the mat. And then go ahead and bend the right knee and the left knee too. So you want the left knee to be a little buoyant, but we're going to cross that right knee all the way on top of the left. Now, you can keep your right toes down on the ground, kind of like a little kickstand here. But if you want the full variation of eagle, we're going to wrap that foot, but keep your inner thighs really, really active. Okay. Take your arms out beside you, deep breath in, and then cross the right arm underneath the left like we did in the beginning. Hug those elbows up to the chin, and then you can either stay there or take a full eagle round. Wherever you are, lifting those hands a little bit further away from the face and lifting those elbows up a little higher. If you fall, it's okay. We're just going to take one more breath. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and release. You can shake out the leg. And we're going to do the other side. So we're going to set up the same exact way as we did on that side though. So open your toes nice and wide. Take a moment, draw that energy up. Sometimes when I'm doing balancing poses, I say in my head, like, I'm grounded, I'm grounded, I'm rooted. And it helps me to balance better. But start by shifting your weight left and right, just a little bit. Play around with it. You can smile if you want, whatever. And then whenever you're ready, we're going to shift our weight into the right side. We're going to keep that right knee nice and buoyant. We're going to take that left leg and wrap it as high as you can on top of the right. You can keep the kickstand method, or you can take the full wrap, eagle pose. Then take your arms out the side. So the leg that is over is the arm that is under. So we'll take the left arm underneath the right, hug opposite shoulders. Nice deep breath. And then you can stay there, or you can take a full wrap. Wherever you are, just lift your elbows up a little higher and take those hands a little further away from the face. So go back to your breathing here. You got this. We're not going to stay here for very long. One more breath. And go ahead and release everything. Just shake it all the way out. Maybe you want to shake your hands and your legs. And maybe you just want to take some like little circles, letting your arms be really loose, allowing them to just move left to right. You can let your head just relax. Kind of like you were one of those really pretty trees that has the like leaves that are really long and they sway in the wind. What's that tree called? Yes.
It's not a very happy tree.
It's not a happy tree?
It's a weeping willow.
Oh, it's a weeping willow. It's okay. We're happy trees, though. We're happy
willows.
All right. Wherever you are, go ahead and just take your feet out wide now. Feet are a little wider, but toes are out. And we're going to just bend here. We're going to meet in this yogi squat. And just pay attention to your body. You might have to move your feet out a little wider. Maybe you want to rock side to side. Some people are going to like stillness. Some people might want to have their feet a little wider. Try to sit up nice and tall. We'll just stay here for a couple breaths. Whenever you're ready, just go ahead and come down to your butt. And we're at the back of the mat now, I think, but you might want to move your way to the middle of the mat. And just come to lay down. Knees are facing up to the sky. And keep your feet hip distance apart so they're not too wide like the mat and not too close like touching each other, but they're just right hip distance. We're going to do a couple bridge poses. And you can keep your hands down by your side here. What I want you to do is I want you to focus on your breath. I like to start with an exhale, releasing all the air. And then on the inhale, you can lift your hips up to the sky. Press through the bottoms of your feet and engage your inner thighs like we did in eagle, but they're not touching. So it's really helpful if you have a yoga block, you can place it in between your thighs. Staying here for 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and release. Bring everything back down. Maybe take another grounded breath here. And then on the next inhale, we're going to lift the hips up to the sky one more time. And whenever you're in this pose, keep your gaze facing up so you're not looking side to side. Staying here for 3, 2, 1. And then exhale, bring the hips back down. We've got one more. Circling your breath back. And then last one on the next breath in, lift the hips up. Push into the bottoms of the feet. Gently pulling your chin a little bit further away from your chest so it's not uncomfortable. Then exhaling, bring the hips back down to the ground. We're going to take both of our feet up to the sky now and take both of our hands up to the sky, but this time just let them relax. Sleeping tiger. This gentle inversion, you'll just feel really calm, really peaceful here. Taking a couple moments to check in with your body one last time. You can stay in the sleeping tiger, or you can take happy baby. So you grab onto the outer blade edges of the feet and you draw those knees into the armpits. While you're here, also draw that tailbone down onto the ground, as opposed to keeping your tailbone up like this. You want to be nice and grounded. You can stay here, you can rock side to side. Or if there's any other poses that you've been dying to do today, you can take those. Anything your body is calling for. And whenever you're ready, you can go ahead and release. Just allow your body to soften, taking the hands out and the feet out. Take up as much space as you'd like. Allow your eyes to close. This is going to be our Shavasana, or our final resting pose today. So you can allow your mind to wander, and I'll guide you back when it's time. Gently begin bringing awareness back to the body now, to the breath. Taking your time. Creating some micro movements in the fingers and toes. Maybe making some circles in the wrists and in the ankles. And then the next breath, just hugging the knees into the chest and gently rolling over onto the right side for a fetal pose. You can use your arm as a pillow. And just gently allow the body to decompress. While you're in this pose, leaving some space for gratitude. Grateful for this practice, this space to practice, for our bodies allowing us to practice this way, and for you for showing up to practice today and doing all the work. I thank you, and your body thanks you. Whenever you're ready now, just coming up to a comfortable cross-legged seat. Bringing your hands to heart center. Your eyes softly closed. There's a place within each of us where the entire universe dwells. A place of peace, love, and joy. When I am in that place within me, and you are in that place within you, we are one. Namaste. Happy Friday, happy Independence Day. How do you guys feel?
Wonderful.
Wonderful. Yay, how do you guys feel? Yeah, how's it going over here? Rich, are you happy we didn't do Ashtanga? Yeah. All right. So happy Friday. I hope you enjoy the 4th. Enjoy the weekend. I think I'm going to go back and forth between teaching Ashtanga and flow. So we'll just kind of do back and forth and have fun with that. I went back to teaching just once a week, so we're just doing Fridays now. But if you want more yoga in your life, you can come back to my YouTube channel at any time. All of these videos are on my channel, so you can come back and watch whichever one was your favorite class. I'm going to change the title of this one, though, because it says Ashtanga, but we really did flow. So you can tell by the date. But I'm also doing the 30-day split challenge. It's always open, always available, and I'm going to put that in the comment section or the description of this video as well if you want more information on that. And that's it. No more announcements. Have an amazing weekend. I love you guys so much. I hope you feel so great. And that's it. Bye.